Hello, you've reached the house of unrecognized talent.
Hello, I'm Pinkie. I'm a storyboard revisionist on SpongeBob SquarePants and Camp Coral, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Squidward tentacles.
Squidward's last name is Tentacles?
Poor guy.
With Squidward, his head is like if you drew a mushroom in a puddle. And this, what I'm doing right now, is called thumbnailing. It makes it easier to plan out your drawing in the end. You can do this like on a little Post-it note or like really tiny on a piece of paper. I prefer to do it small, and that's typically why it's called thumbnailing, because it's super, super tiny. What I drew here is a pretty good pose. I like it. And I will explain step by step how I get there. And this is what I will draw bigger. Now we're gonna do a light sketch. Like I said, his head's kind of like a mushroom sitting in a puddle. The puddle would be his mouth. The main cranium is like kind of like a rounded egg. It's not perfectly oval, it's not perfectly egg-shaped. His, like, call it like his stalk. It's actually a part on the octopus. He is an octopus, not a squid.
No way.
And this is where his eyes are going to lay. And his mouth kind of just floats across it. You can do whatever expression you want. Typically we draw Squidward grumpy most of the time because he works a job he doesn't like and he has all this talent that nobody appreciates. He lives between the two people he hates the most in the ocean.
SpongeBob, Patrick, don't you mind?
And his nose is pretty large. It takes up a good portion of his face, but it hangs down when you're seeing him in the 3/4 view.
Go away.
And you usually see like the side of his mouth a little bit on the corner there. And his eye sits right in this little crevice, and his other eye will overlap it. His eyes are pretty large, but they don't go too far up in his forehead area. And he usually has some sort of wrinkled expression. So I like to draw his head first. I feel like drawing characters' faces first are the best because you really get what they're feeling to determine what you're gonna do with their body. His neck, it kind of tapers, so it's a little wide up here, and it gets skinnier as it gets towards his shoulders. And his body is kind of like a teardrop shape, but he's not very wide. He's pretty lanky. And he has a collar here, but we don't have to worry about details right now. We're just rough sketching, planning out how he's gonna look. He's got a shirt. It's not quite a crop top, but not quite a full shirt, because down here is where his pants would be if he wore pants. So it hits a little bit past the middle area. And his legs, when he stands, you only see like 3 of them from the front, because the 4th one's towards the back. They're pretty skinny and long. And his feet are often, his toes are splayed out. They stick upwards towards the sky instead of flat down like most people's feet would be when they wear shoes. And that's because he has these fun tentacles. And when you draw his arm, it hits just below like his bottom. So I like to draw it kind of floppy, but he can still grip things with it. And now we get to do the fun part, in my opinion, is making the drawing look nice. And when we get to his tentacle, you can kind of see the bottom of it. There are 4 suction pods on Squidward's tentacle. And he has like 2 sets of eyebrows. He has these ones right here, and he kind of emotes also with the wrinkles on his forehead. So there are multiple expressions going on here. So you can do a lot with his face. I think it makes him look a lot more sassy than other characters because he can emote not only with the eyebrows, but the wrinkles on his head.
Does this look unsure to you?
And he's got kind of a round tummy and bottom over here. You can see the side of his other sleeve right here. So with his legs, it's the same as his arms. It's like if you were wearing a long sock, there's a little bit of a taper, so they get from skinny to wide as it's going towards his feet. And there's his toes pointing upwards. You're not going to see the full bottom of his foot, depending on how it's facing. This one's facing away from us, so you're only going to see like a little sliver of a line right there. It's kind of flat right there, and it gets flat again. So his feet still sit flat against the ground. His toes just stick straight up in the air. I think it makes him look more fun. And then this one, it'll be a little bit angled more towards you. You can see he still has 4 suction pads on his foot. But you can't see the 4th one. You're only gonna see 3 when his toes are angled up. And we're gonna draw those same 3 little suctions that you can see. So 1, 2, 3. And his feet are flat on the bottom. So even though we draw pretty cartoony, we draw it like Squidward was real and he's a 3D character. And that's how you draw Squidward tentacles.
Too bad that didn't kill me.